Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Today is a pretty bittersweet video. You guys, it is the end of an era for me. I decided to comb out my wisdom lock. So you guys, this is actually my third attempt at a wisdom lock, and if you've been here since the very beginning, you know with this lock I actually grew this one out a little over 2 years, and it has gotten so long, and I decided to cut it because honestly it just started feeling like it's been in the way, especially doing my puffs and other styles. Now I didn't know what to expect when combing this lock out, but I did know that there would be a lot of shedding. So my goal here was to be as gentle as I possibly can be. I mean, I grew this thing out for a reason, and I really want to keep majority of this length. That was pretty much this goal with this experiment. So I started out spraying the lock, and I added a moisturizing twist cream to kind of soften up the lock as I'm combing through. I'm starting at the bottom of the lock and working my way up. The main reason I wanted to start a wisdom lock was really only to grow out my nape area. My nape area has always been a problem area for me, where I kind of felt like it just doesn't grow. The hair back there, I just felt like it doesn't grow. I've done things in the past like undercuts, you name it. I probably did it. Doing a wisdom lock was kind of experimental, honestly. I was kind of just tired of the hair in the nape area kind of not conforming and kind of sticking out like a sore thumb. So and for me it was such a large section. I feel like it was so much hair, and maybe there was just so much breakage back there, I don't know. But so that's when I decided to do a wisdom lock. At the time I started it years ago, it wasn't really trendy at the time. There was only 2 ladies here on YouTube actually that I knew to have a wisdom lock. I seen their lock, I just knew I wanted to try that, and theirs looked so cute. So I started my lock with a braid, so I could still kind of feel the braid in there. I kind of used my fingers to loosen up and spread the lock a little bit, just to kind of help it loosen as I'm combing through. In areas where I felt like I can use my fingers to kind of help untangle or detangle, or however you want to call it, I did. I know it may look like I'm not being gentle, you guys, but I promise I'm doing my best. The bottom half was definitely a bit easier, and it got a little more challenging as I worked my way up to the top. Some more water and spray water here. This is actually a lot of hair. And we are here. I'm gonna keep it if it's this long. I don't want it cut. I do not see a reason to cut it. I don't know, let me not speak too soon. It's starting to get real knotty right here. So this one's taking me longer. And if this is on me, this is crazy. If I get to keep majority of this. Whoa, okay. I sure hope so. This is longer. If this is actually how much length I will end up with, y'all, I don't know. But I might have just cheated my way to tailbone length. Look at this. Are we getting all of this? Are we? I might have to skip a couple trims because I want to keep this. I want to keep it. I don't know what to do. We're like an hour and a half in. Started moving faster on this one, so I don't know. Maybe some, I don't know. As I got to the top of this area, it was a bit more challenging as the hair at the top is a bit more knotted. Of course, I'm experiencing the most tension because I'm closer to the scalp in that area. So I mainly use the tail of the comb and my fingers for this part. When I finally got the lock all untangled, I kind of went through the base and kind of tried to separate and detangle the hair a little bit. I still had some shed hair and some loose hair coming out, so I just wanted to get that out as well. Okay. From here, I want to be crazy and think that I get to keep all of this, because I don't know that I get to keep all of it. We are still pretty long. 2 hours later, I finally have the entire lock combed out, and y'all, look at all of this length. Like, I low-key feel like I cheated the system. This is the longest my hair has ever been, so this is goals, okay? I want this length. I want all of that for my entire head, okay? But healthy, of course. Healthy, thick, full, and all even. All right, so next it's time to care for this hair, all right? So I grabbed a deep conditioner and I saturated my hair with some water and just smoothed that through. And then I twisted my hair up after that. Now I'm gonna allow that to sit on my hair for a little while. Now look at all of this shed hair, y'all. Honestly, I thought it would be even more than this, so I feel like even that's not terrible. My one lock was the whole back section of my head, so I don't know. I kind of feel like that's not terrible, but I don't know. I never combed out locks before. Now the rest of my hair was already done. I actually had an old silk press, so I'm just gonna get a wet cloth now to cleanse the product out. And then I'm going to follow up with a shampoo and cleanse the scalp and the hair as well. And because my hair is in an old silk press, I'm kind of going to go in and kind of try to get this hair to match the rest of my head, since I'm still rocking this old silk press and I'm not ready for wash day, obviously. So I decided I wanted the hair to match the rest of my hair. So I am going to flat iron. At first I wasn't going to flat iron, so I just got the Rev Air out and I was just going to smooth that and see how straight the hair would get. I used the Rev Air to stretch my hair, and as you can see, it's still pretty long and those ends definitely needed to be trimmed. So I trimmed off a little. At this point I hadn't planned to flat iron the hair just yet. I wasn't going to do the flat iron at first, but then I decided to do so. So now I went ahead and got the flat iron. I did one pass throughout the hair, and as you can see, I could take a little bit more off on the ends. I didn't film it, but I trimmed off some more for sure because the hair, you guys, was so much longer than the rest of my hair. And I don't know if you guys remember though, but when I big chopped my hair, I already had this wisdom lock. So this is probably where the rest of my hair probably could have been by now. However, my hair was not healthy at that point when I got the big chop. That was the whole point of getting the big chop, because the rest of my hair was not, it just was not healthy. Those ends were so see-through. But anyways, I didn't film it, but I did trim some more off because it was so much longer. So sadly I had to say goodbye to more of the length. So I trimmed it up to be closer to about the length of the rest of the hair. Alright, so overall this process though, you guys, actually wasn't too bad. Now I couldn't imagine if I had like locks for real, like on my entire head, because this one lock took me 2 whole hours just taking down one lock. So I don't know, you guys. I don't think locks is something I could commit to, even though I do love the look. But if I ever feel like I want to put locks in, I just know, I know for me, I know I'm only putting locks in just to take them down, because I would only want to do that as a way to grow my hair out quicker. I just love my loose hair. I really do. All right, you guys. So this was pretty much just the experimental video. I really did enjoy my lock, but like I said again, it was just time for it to go. This was an experiment that I would consider to be successful. It did what I needed it to do. I reached my goal. It proved to me that I could grow out my nape area. Any doubt that I had that nape area couldn't grow out, I've been proven wrong. So I would say this experiment was pretty successful. And overall, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. And if you can do me a favor, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.
I need you